This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 16th Region softball action. Good afternoon and welcome to West Carter Middle School. A little bit of a different view here today as we're trying to break away from the sun, but right now it's behind the clouds. But we are here for some 62nd District softball action. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin doing your play-by-play stats and a little bit of everything else as we see the coaches meeting going on right now at home plate. And so we should have a pretty good matchup here today as we're going to be having the home team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Lady Comets. Haven't been able to find the first W in the win column just yet, but they're hoping to make that change here today, and they're going to be taking on the visiting Morgan County Lady Cougars, who are 1-7 on the season. And as I said, this is Jeff the Mantis Irwin doing your live play-by-play here today. As we mentioned that we are in a little bit of a different camera angle and everything. Hopefully try to get away from the sun and make a little bit of a better viewing for you. So if you like the new view and everything, let us know and put that out on the comments. Love to hear from you out there as well. Glad to be here today for this beautiful day. It's fantastic, just a little bit cool here today, a little bit of wind blowing from the right to left here at West Carter Middle School. And so had a little bit of a delay as we Morgan County got behind some traffic there, and they are now on the field and getting ready, warmed up as we just had the coaches meeting. We'll take a look at our starting lineups here today. First of all, for the visiting Morgan County Lady Cougars, batting first is going to be Jerica Campbell at center field. Batting second is going to be Allie Smith at third base. Batting third is going to be Jenna Hampton at the shortstop. Batting fourth is going to be Chelsea Stacy, the second baseman. Batting fifth is going to be Abby Keaton, the pitcher. And batting sixth is going to be Kaylee Easterling, the first baseman. And batting seventh is going to be Alyssa Bell, the catcher. And batting eighth is Allison Keaton, the left fielder. And batting ninth is going to be Destiny Sullins, the right fielder. And taking a look at the lineup here for West Carter here today, we're going to have Haley James leading off. She's going to be at second base here today. Cameron Burton get the call as the hurler here today, so she'll be batting second in the pitching position. Then batting third is going to be Emma McGlone at shortstop. Batting fourth, Chloe Lambert at third base. Batting fifth, Kinley Atkins at first base. Batting sixth, Trinity Salmons at catcher. Batting seventh, Lainey Reynolds at left field. And then batting eighth, Brandy McGlone. She'll be in center field today. And then batting ninth will be Jordan Porter, the right fielder. And so those are our starting lineups here today, as they're getting ready to introduce the players and have the national anthem here momentarily. But we'll break away momentarily here so that we can get some advertising in. Like I said, it's a fantastic day out here and a good day for softball. So if you're in town, come on out to the ballpark here. We're just located right behind West Carter Middle School. But we'll be back here momentarily here on Manta Sports Media Network. The drive-in has the food to get your day started. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
And just finishing up with the national anthem here at West Carter Middle School, and we'll be getting ready to roll here momentarily. As we said, Cameron Burton's got the call to pitch here today, so as we said, West Carter's had a little bit of a rocky start this year. Of course, this is definitely a rebuilding year for them, as well as Morgan County. Morgan County had one win earlier this season as they defeated Buckhorn 17-0. But then in the rematch against them, it ended up going 8 innings and by Buckhorn winning just by 1 run. And so hopefully today we're looking for some good action as these girls have improved as the season has progressed. Of course, with COVID, the situation of when the players could come out and start participating. And, of course, a lot of these girls as well are multi-sport athletes. And so they do participate in several different sports. And so several of them are on the basketball team as well. And so they are trying to get the adjustment into playing softball, because this is definitely not a sport you can come out to and just take off right off the way and try to get things perfected at the beginning. And so as Burton taking her warm-up pitches here, it'll be Campbell, Smith, and Hampton to start things off for Morgan County, the Lady Cougars. As we said, they are 1-7 on the season. Most of their season has been played kind of away from here. This will be, I believe, their first 62nd district game that they'll be playing this year. And so we're ready to go, and Campbell is up to bat now for Morgan County. So first pitch, it's called strike one. So good pitch by Burton to start things off here for the Lady Comets. The 0-1 pitch, and that one's going to be in the dirt, ball one. So 1-1 count now to Campbell here to start things off here in the top of the first inning. There's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a hit pitch. So that is going to send Campbell down to first base as she was hit by a pitch. And so that's going to be bringing up Smith now. So Allie Smith coming up with Campbell on first base. Here's the pitch by Burton. And that is going to be down in a stolen base by Campbell. So 1 ball, no strike. So the base runner steals second base, and so we have a runner at second base. And that's going to be low, so 2-0 the count now to Smith. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, runner on second base for Morgan County. Foul down the third base line. So count is evened up at 2-2. And that's going to be another foul ball, so count still remains at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base. And that's going to be low in the dirt, and that one's going to get beyond the catcher, and that will be a pass ball. And so it goes up to a full count now. And that's going to be low, ball 4, and so that will put runners on first and third. And so now the shortstop, Hampton, coming up to bat. No outs just yet here in the top of the first inning. First delivery, and that's going to be a ball. And runner will advance on to second base on that. So a stolen base there by Smith. And that's going to be low, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be high in the net, and that is going to score a run. So on the high pitch, that will score 1 run here for Morgan County. And the runner will head to third base. And that's going to be another hits batsman, so that will advance on Stacy.
Now batting the second baseman, number 44, Chelsea Stacy.
So Stacy now up to bat, runners on first and third. 1-0 the score at the moment. And that's going to be a called strike 1, and that is going to advance the runners on the passed ball. So going to be safe at third base, so we'll have runners at first and third. And that's going to be a ball. So 1-1 the count now with a runner on third base. As they fix the base down the third base line. So 1 ball, 1 strike 2 runs so far in by Morgan County here at the top of the first. Here's the pitch, and there's a swing and a hit toward third base. That's going to score 1 as that heads out to left field, and the runner is going to hold at first. And so that is the first hit of the evening by Morgan County.
Next up for the Lady Cougars, the pitcher, number 5, Abby Keaton.
And so it's going to be bringing up the pitcher, number 5, Abby Keaton. As that's a pass ball once again for Wes Carter, and that is going to advance the runner out to second. And that's going to be low, ball 2. So 2-0 now to Keaton. As we have a runner on second base. No outs just yet here in the top of the first inning. There's the pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 2-1 the count now to Keaton. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be up and out of play and just right behind me here. So that'll be a foul ball, so that's going to even things up 2-2. And that's going to be a grounder to short, but that's going to hit through the gap. And so that will be a single there by Keaton. So Stacy will advance over to third base on the hit. That's the second hit of the afternoon for Morgan County. And now we have Easterling, the first baseman, up now for Morgan County. And that's going to be low, and the runner will advance on to second base on another stolen base by Morgan County. There's the pitch, and that's going to be hit by a pitch, and so that is going to load the bases up here for number 1, the catcher, Bell.
Stepping in for Morgan County, the catcher, Allison Bell.
So bases loaded here for Bell. No outs. As we have a timeout here on the mound. Coach Stevens wanting to talk to his hurler and the catcher. Of course, it'll be a fielder's choice situation. And so Bell coming up now for her first at bat here of the first inning. Three nothing's our score here. No outs, bases loaded of Lady Cougars. And here's Burton's first pitch, and that's going to be inside, ball 1. As we said, a little bit of wind here going from our right to left. So right field to left field. And that's going to be called strike 1, so that's going to even up the count, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Bell. There's the 1-1. And that's going to be called strike 2, so Burton gets ahead on the count 1-2. That was Burton's 27th pitch here of the first inning. And that one's going to be a bit high. Good nab by the catcher there, and counts even back up at 2-2. And that's going to be just off the right side of the plate, so full count now to Bell. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3 on. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. And that's going to be ball 4. And so that will advance on the first baseman, and that's going to score another run for Morgan County as Stacy crosses the plate. And that is the 4th run of the afternoon. And so now the left fielder, Keaton, up to bat with bases loaded here for Morgan County. Wild pitch on the side, and they're going to try to advance it on, but they're going to hold the runner at third, so no damage done on the wild pitch. So 1-0 the count. That one's going to be in the dirt. Going away this time, they're going to send the runner on and advance the runners, and so Keaton will score. So that'll be the 5th run. And that's going to be called strike 1, so 2-1 now here to Keaton. And that's going to be low. 3-1 the count now to Keaton. Runners on second and third. There's the pitch. There's a swing and a short hopper down toward the pitcher. Tosses it over to first base, and that is going to be one away from Morgan County, but a run did score. So Eastern League advances on the play there, and Bell advances over to third. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Sullins, now. And that's going to be low, ball 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be called strike 1, so 1-1's the count now to Sullins. And that's going to be high, so 2-1's now as the count to Sullins. That was Burton's 38th pitch here of the inning so far. And that one's going to be foul tip. So 2-2's now the count. 2-2, 1 out. And that one's going to be fouled up, and that is going to be an out on the popped up, went out of bounds. But there, excuse me, that's just going to be a foul ball It did hit the net. Good catch by the catcher, but that is going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Sullins. That's going to be high, and so full count now to Sullins. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And that's going to be a strikeout there by Burton as she gets the called strike 3. And so Sullins goes down looking here in for the second out here of the inning. And so the leadoff batter coming back around for her second time at bat, Campbell. And her first at bat, she was hit by a pitch. And that first pitch is a called strike. So 0-1 the count now to Campbell. Runner still at third, 2 outs. And that's going to be low, ball 1. So even count now here, 1-1 to Campbell. And that's going to be inside, ball 2. So 2-1 the count now here to Campbell. She does have a run and a stolen base here in the first inning at her first time around. That's going to be high, ball 3, so 3-1 now to Campbell. There's Excuse me, we're back here. Sorry about the technical issues, but McGlone ended up striking out Keaton to finish out the second inning. And so that finished off that inning for Wes Carter. And so that was 6 runs off of 2 hits, 2 left on base for Morgan County as we head into the bottom of the second. Our score here is Morgan County 14, Wes Carter 0. So we'll be back here in just momentarily on Manta Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. And we're back here at Wes Carter where number 12, Atkins, the first baseman, is up to bat. And that's Kenley Atkins, and she gets a swinging strike. And there's a hit toward third base as they get it to first, and that is going to be the first out for Wes Carter. So she gets that hit to Smith. And Smith gets it over to Easterling for the 5-3 out. And that's going to be bringing up Salmons now for Wes Carter. So this is Trinity Salmons, her first at bat here this afternoon. That's going to be a called strike 1. And that's going to be ball inside, 1-1 now here to Salmons. So 14-0, Morgan County leads. And there's a foul back into the net, so that'll be 1-2 is now the count. So 1-2 here to Salmons. And that is going to be popped up heading toward second, and that is going to fall down. So Salmons is going to get a single here. And so that's going to be bringing up the shortstop, Laney Reynolds.
Now batting for Lady Comets, number 25, Laney Reynolds.
There's the pitch, and that's going to be a bit outside, ball one. So Wes Carter with 2 hits here today, hoping to put a few things together here in this second inning. And that's going to be inside, ball 2. So 2-0 now here to Reynolds as Keaton from the circle. And that's going to be chopped at foul ball, so 2-1's now the count. And there's going to be a swinging strike 2, so the count's evened up now here to Reynolds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out and runner on first for Wes Carter. That's going to be inside, so full count now here to Reynolds. This is the deepest that Keaton's been in on a batter so far here tonight. This will be her 25th pitch. And that is going to be high, and that is going to walk Reynolds. And so Salmons will advance on to second base. Reynolds will go to first base, and that is going to be bringing up Brandy McGlone, the left fielder, batting 8th. So first time in a while, the Lady Comets with runners on first and second with 1 out. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So this is McGlone's first at bat here for this game. Here's the second pitch, and swing and a miss, strike 2. So McGlone down in the count now, 0-2. Still just 1 out for the Lady Comets. Runners on first and second. And that is going to be a good hit to right field, and that is down. And so that is going to go through, and Wes Carter is going to score a run as they're trying to get the runner over at third, and she is going to be out at third, but that is going to be a double there for Brandy McGlone. So that is going to score 1 run for Wes Carter. As Salmons gets in on home base, Reynolds ends up getting tagged out over at third. And so 1-0 the count here to Porter now. There's a good hit toward first base, and good nab there by Easterling. And that is going to put things away for the Comets, as that was a foul ball, but it was popped out just a foul over to Easterling, and she picks up the third out here for Morgan County. So Wes Carter scores 1 run that inning. Off of 2 hits. They leave 1 on base. So we'll be back here momentarily here. You're watching 16th Region softball action live here on Mantis Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. And we're back here at West Carter Middle School, where our score is Morgan County 14, West Carter 1. That's the first run that they've gotten in several games, and they are thrilled to get that off of a good double there. And there's a hits batsman as McGlone hits Easterling and gets her down to first base. And so not a way to start things back off after a good inning for West, but that will be bringing up now the catcher, number 1, Bell. And that is going to be a ball as that one was low. She walked in the first inning and was hit by a pitch in the second inning. She's got an RBI and 2 runs here on the day. As McGlone, this is going to be her 25th pitch. And that's going to be high in the net, and that's going to advance on the runner out to second. So Easterling advances on to second base. And Bell has a 2-0 count to her at the moment. And that's going to be dropped right in front of the plate. And so that's going to be 3 balls, no strikes here to Bell. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that is good right down the middle, strike 1. So 3-1 now here to Bell. Runner at second base. Nobody out. And that is going to be ball 4, as that'll put runners on first and second. And that's going to be bringing up the left fielder, Keaton. Allison Keaton, she's 0 for 1 today with 2 RBIs and a run. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. She grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning, and then she was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Good pitch down the middle, so that's going to be 0-2 here to Keaton. Of course, Morgan County, if they want to try to finish this thing off here, they're going to need to score an extra run. Of course, there's a hit up the middle, and they are going to get the play, or they bobbled the ball there, and so yeah, that's what I was thinking. The second Bell ended up being out as Keaton hit that up the gap for a single. Easterling advanced over to third base, and Bell had tagged out, so that's the first out here of the inning. And so that's going to be bringing up the right fielder, Sellens, and that's going to be a foul ball. So that's going to have runners on the corners. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. And that will advance the runner to Keaton will head to second base. So 1-1 here to Sullins. And there's a hit toward left center field, and they're going to try to get that in, and that is going to score 1 run for Morgan County. So Sullins, good play to hit it to left center. So Keaton advances over to third base. Sullins stays at first. And that's going to be high, ball 1. And that will advance the runner out to second base. So we'll have runners at second and third. And so this is Campbell up the bat, and there's a hit right toward the hot corner. And Chloe Lambert gets the second out here of the inning. So that's going to be bringing up Smith. And that's going to be ball 1. So 2 outs now. McGlone with 36 pitches here. That's going to be ball 2. So you got Keaton and Sullins out on second and third. Smith up to bat. She's walked every time she's been up. This is her 4th at bat. She's got 3 walks, 2 runs, and a stolen base. And that one's going to be in the dirt. So 3-0 count now here to Smith. There's the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 4, and so that will walk the bases loaded once again here for Morgan County. And that's going to be Hampton, the shortstop, coming up here as Coach Stevens calls timeout to talk to his hurler, McGlone. So McGlone, 40 pitches here on the evening, 26 balls, 14 strikes. And a little bit of a pickle right here. Of course, West Carter needs to hold Morgan County to this so that they don't risk anything of being mercied out in the 3rd inning, because in high school sports, you have to be up by 15 after Sorry about the delay there, but we're back here live at West Middle. We're first pitch here is a ball. Some internet connectivity issues out there, but we're getting those all ironed out. So to James now, 2 balls, no strikes here at the bottom of the 3rd. And that's going to be a tight one there, but James grounds out and gets out at first. So that was a 4-3 ground out for James. And so that's going to be bringing up Cameron Burton up to bat, as that is a pop-up and out of play. So it'll be 0-1 here to Burton. Of course, Burton is 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the pitcher here during the 1st inning. And that's going to be a bit high, so 1-1 is now the count. And pop up into the net. So 1-2's the count here to Burton. There's the pitch, and there's a good hit out to left center field, and right center field, and Burton is going to go in for second base. And so Cameron Burton has a double here today as she hits that to right center field. And so that's going to bring up the pitcher, Emma McGlone, up to bat. She's singled in the first inning to right center. So she's 1 for 1 today. And there's a hit to second base, and that is going to be an out there. So that'll be the second out of the inning. As hits that one to Stacy. And so that's going to bring up Chloe Lambert, who popped up to the catcher in the first inning. She's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a bit outside, ball 1. And swinging there, so 1-1 now the count. There's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a bit high and into the net, and that is going to advance on Burton out to third base. So on the passed ball there by Keaton, that advances on Burton to third base. So 2-1 now here to Lambert as she gets a good hit towards center field. That one is down. That's going to score 1 run, and that will be holding Lambert at first. So hit that to Showers center field. Burton advances on home and gets the second run for Wes Carter. And so that's going to be bringing up the first baseman, Kinley Atkins. She grounded out to third in her first at bat. And there's a pass ball, and Lambert is going to make it to second. So Chloe Lambert goes to second base as Kinley down in the count 0-1. And that is going to be high up in the zone. So 1-1 is now the count to Atkins. As we get a brief timeout here, we'll be back here in 15 seconds here on Manta Sports Media.
I'm Governor Andy Bashir. What if you had
COVID-19
and didn't know it? Imagine
unknowingly spreading.
No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
And back here at Wes Carter, where it's 1-1's the count here to Atkins. That pitch is a bit inside, so it's going to be 2-1 is now the count. 2 outs for Wes Carter, a runner on second base. There's the pitch, and there's a hit back up toward the pitcher. Throws it over to the first base for the force out, and that is going to be it for Wes Carter here in the third inning. And so for Wes Carter, that is going to be one run off of 2 hits, 1 left on base here in the bottom of the third, heading to the fourth. Our score is Morgan County 15, Wes Carter 2. We'll be back here momentarily here on Manta Sports Media.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here at West Carter Middle School, where it is going to be the second baseman, Stacy, up to bat. She's 3 for 3 today with 2 doubles and a single. That is going to be a bit high in the zone, ball 1. She has 3 RBIs and 2 runs today and 2 stolen bases. As West Carter's got a little bit of an uphill battle here for them, needing to get this below 10 runs this inning. And that's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. So 2-0 the count now here to Stacy. There's a pitch, and that one's going to be a hit in the net, so foul ball. 2-1 now the count. Of course, as you see on the scoreboard that we have, close in the hits and everything. 6 hits for Morgan County, 5 hits for West, but just a little bit of control issues on the pitching mound is telling the story here today. As that one was high up in the zone and hitting the net here, just right in front of us. And so it's going to be 3 balls, 1 strike here to Stacy. McGlone has 47 pitches here on the afternoon. There's the pitch, and that's going to be a swing. And so that's going to be a full count now here for Stacy. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. There's the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. So here's the 3-2 pitch, and that's fouled down the third base line once again. So Stacy keeping alive here, as this is the 7th pitch here to Stacy this inning. That's going to be low, and so that will advance on Stacy to first base. And so that's going to be bringing up now number 5, the pitcher, Abby Keaton. She's 1 for 3 today with a run and a stolen base. That's a bit high in the zone, ball 1. So 1-0 here, McGlone to Keaton from the circle. Gets that low, and that is going to be, they're going to try to get her out at second, but Stacy made it in. So Stacy with another stolen base. Pop up over the fence there, and that is going to be 2 balls, 1 strike here now to Keaton. Here's the pitch, and that is a pop up there to second base. And James nabs that easily for the first out here of the inning. So pop out there as James takes care of that herself. Stacy stays at second base, and that's going to be bringing up now Easterling, the first baseman. And that is going to be a hit batsman once again, so hit by a pitch. So Stacy will stay at second, and Easterling heads down to first. So now runners on first and second, and now coming in for our first at bat here is Flack. And that is going to be a pop up into the net, and that's going to be strike one. So Tara Flack, her first at bat here as she subbed in a little bit ago in the catching position for number 1 Bell. That's going to be a bit low, so it's going to even up the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Flack. There's a pop to second base. And so gets the runner at second, but can't turn the double play. So Stacy advances over to third base. Easterling is tagged out. And that's going to send Flack onto second base on that passed ball. So 1-0 here to Keaton. Good pitch right down the middle, 1-1 now on the called strike. Keaton's 1 for 2 today, grounded out to the pitcher in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, then singled up the middle in the third. And that pitch just high, so it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike here to Keaton. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Keaton. Allison Keaton batting in 8th overall, or 8th overall. There's a swing and a little grounder right up toward the third base line. They try to get her out at first. That's not going to be in time. Try to get the play at the plate, and that ball is dropped, and the runner's going to advance over to third. So Keaton gets that one in play to the infield, ends up scoring the single. Stacy advances on home. Flack goes to third base, and Keaton is at home plate. Or excuse me, at first base. And that's going to be bringing up Sullins here, the right fielder. She's 1 for 2 today. There's a chopper, foul ball. So 2 outs here for Morgan County. Sullins has 2 RBIs and a run here on the afternoon. It's high up in the zone, and that's going to advance out the runner out to second base. So Keaton makes it to second base on a stolen base. There's the pitch, and that one's going to be in the dirt, so it's going to be 2-1. McGlone with 67 pitches here in her tenure during this game. Of course, she came in relief for Cameron Burton in the second inning. There's the pitch, and there's a hit right up the middle toward the pitcher, and that is a bobble there. So error on the first baseman, and that's going to end up scoring a run. And so that's going to be high up in the zone, and it's going to advance the runner out to second base. So we got runners at second and third again. Our score, 17 runs. That one's on the plate, so that'll be ball 2. And so this is Campbell now top of the lineup again. She's 0 for 2 today, with a walk, an RBI, and 2 runs and 2 stolen bases. There's a pitch and good shot just over top the second baseman. And so that's going to score 2 here for Morgan County. So nice little pop up there just right over the head of James into shallow right field for the single, and that will end up scoring 2. And that's going to be called strike 1. Smith has walked every at-bat so far here this afternoon. She's got 2 runs and a stolen base. And there's a foul down the third base line, and so the count's going to be 0-2. So 0-2 pitch here to Smith. And that's going to be a hit just right up the middle. I'll try to make it over to first, and she is safe, so made it in time. As she hit that one up the gap to shallow center field. And so this is going to be bringing up Jenna Hampton. She's 0 for 2 today with a walk, an RBI, and a run. She was hit by a pitch in that first inning. There's a hit right up the middle to the pitcher, and that is going to put things away here for Morgan County here in the third. As popped that one right to McGlone, grounded out for the 1-3 single out, and so that Morgan County ended up with 4 runs off of 5 hits, ended up leaving 2 on base during the top of the 4th inning. And so we'll be coming back for the bottom of the 4th, where West Carter's got a little bit of ground to make up here. We'll be back here momentarily here on Mantis Sports Media. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page.
And back here at West Middle, where there's a foul tip there. So it'll be 0-1 now here to Salmons. Salmons 1 for 1 today with a run. She singled through the hole at second base to get on, and then was eventually brought in. And there's a hit right to second base again, and she has got another single on the day. So great job there by Trinity Salmons to get that right through the gap into shallow right field. And so we've got a pinch hitter now coming in for Wes Carter for Reynolds. We're going to have number 21, Emily Henderson, coming in to bat. There's a pitch and a hit right up the middle. That's going to be steps on second for the first out and gets the double play. So Henderson gets it right up the gap. It looked pretty good, but ends up getting the double play there. So that was a 6-4-3 double play. And so with 2 outs now, Wes Carter's down to their last at bat here in the 4th inning, and this is going to be McGlone. That's going to be a bit high and ball 1. So Brandy McGlone had a double down the right field line. It's going to be low, ball 2. So 2-0 here to McGlone. She had an RBI. She batted in Salmons. And that's going to be down in the zone, but for a called strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to McGlone. This is Brandy McGlone, not to be confused with the pitcher Emma. And good. And sorry for the drop feed again. We're just having a little bit of problems here at West Middle and trying to keep our feed. I don't know if it's coming from AT&T or whatever, but that is going to finish things off here for Wes Carter. We'll take a brief commercial break and we'll come back with our final stats here. Our final score, Morgan County 19, West Carter 2.
The drive-in has
the food to get your day started the right way.
From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke. Made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling. We have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street, Grayson, Kentucky. For all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
1979. James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives. And they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. And we're back here at West Carter once again, where our final score is Morgan County 19, West Carter 2. Morgan County got 19 runs off of, let me take a look back here at this other view. It makes it a little bit easier. They got 19 runs off of 11 hits. They left 8 on base here tonight. Wes Carter scoring 2 runs off of 7 hits. 1 error here on the night, and they left 4 on base. Your box scoring, first inning, Morgan County had 8 runs, Wes Carter none. In the second inning, Morgan County had 6 runs, Wes Carter with 1. In the third inning, it was tied up 1-1, Morgan County and Wes Carter each with a run. And then in the fourth inning, Morgan County had 4, Wes Carter had none. So pretty good performance for the Lady Comets here today. Of course, still rebuilding, but having some good action there today. Of course, we got to give it up to Brandy McGlone, who was 2 for 2 today with 2 doubles. And so she had a fantastic afternoon playing here today. Of course, taking a look at the scoring here for West Carter, as we said, McGlone, this is Emma McGlone, got on first base, so she had a hit here today. Then, of course, you had Brandy McGlone ended up with 2 doubles here today as well. I believe Burton ended up with a run run out here today, and we get the batting situations up here. So ended up with a hit as well. So taking a look at James was 0 for 2 today. Cameron Burton was 1 for 2 with 1 run. Emma McGlone was 1 for 2. Chloe Lambert was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Atkins was 0 for 2. Salmons was 2 for 2 with 1 run. Henderson she came in pinch hit, so she was 0 for 1. McGlone, and that is Brandy McGlone, was 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and an RBI. And then you had Porter was 0 for 2 as well. So that's going to finish things out here for West Carter. So for Jeff the Mantis Irwin, thank you very much for staying with us. And for our technical issues, we're trying to see if we can figure out and iron out what's going on with the Wi-Fi signal around here. But we'll get that all figured out for you as well. So taking a look at the schedule for the rest of the week. Of course, Lady Comets are going to be on the road for the remaining part of the week. They did have a game that was scheduled for Wednesday, another 62nd district matchup between with them and Elliott County, but that was canceled due to COVID protocol. So West Carter will be traveling to Fairview on the 22nd. So I believe that is Thursday. So they'll be traveling to Fairview to play the Lady Eagles at 5:30. And then West Carter heading over to Russell for a doubleheader with Russell and Paintsville. The Lady Comets will be back in action here on the 27th, so next Tuesday will be the next softball game here with West Carter taking on Martin County. Of course, baseball should be getting back into the swing of things as well, as the West Carter Comets plagued by COVID protocol as well, and they will be coming back in action on the 27th as well, and they're going to be taking on Elliott County. So we'll keep that up in the air right now. Of course, we want to make sure that everybody's still eligible to play and everything else for these teams. But we will have a game on the 27th. It'll either be softball or probably more likely baseball, since they have not had only had 3 games so far on the season. So we'll be tuning back in on April 27th for the West Carter versus Elliott County baseball game here at West Carter. So to finish things off, once again, 19-2, Morgan County on top. For Jeff the Mantis Irwin, thank you very much for tuning in, and glad to have you with us here today. So we will see you next time. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time here on Mantis Sports Media. No problem.